Hi crafty friends, this is Amanda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Michigan. Thanks for taking a few moments out of your time to watch my 23rd video. I really appreciate it. Today I'd like to talk to you about organization. And if you've thought of anything about organizing your craft space, you probably know what this is. This is an Alex drawer unit from Mcquire. It's a 5-drawer unit, and in my area it costs about $80. This wider unit costs about $160, and the taller unit costs about $180. Unfortunately, IKEA is about an hour drive from me, and I rarely go there. However, during Black Friday sales of 2019, I was able to pick up this 5-drawer unit from Michael's for under $60. They look quite the same, don't they? I bought 4 of them at the time. They're great for storage, and what I love about them is they're on wheels, but they also fit perfectly under my table. Well, the table I had. I'm going to have to adjust some things when I go downstairs. I love how much stuff they actually hold, and I really like it since they're right at my desk, well, under my desk. All of my supplies are in arm's reach. I love it because I'm a lazy crafter. I like everything at my fingertips. I don't want to go searching around my room for things. And that's why for several of my craft supplies, that's not the right word, several of my craft categories, I use this 3-tiered cart. Not only is this cart completely movable, but it is tall shelves that I can hold just about anything. Now, this is a Rascot cart from IKEA, and they come in several different shades. They cost about $30. This similar cart is from Joann's. It's made by We Are Memory Keepers. They come in white, pink, and ash gray. Unfortunately, they cost $60, but you're able to use coupons to purchase them. I got one of these carts for about $23 in ash gray. I'm not really fond of the color, but this one at Michael's, let me tell you about this one. They come in a ton of colors, especially if you can buy it online. They're marked $30, but you can't use a coupon because they're marked a great buy. I have 4 of these carts. 2 white ones, 2 light lilac ones. They look kind of white, but they're lilac. And I have all of my crafting I have one for each category. So for instance, if I want a foil, I take my foil cart and I bring it over to my desk. Everything that I could possibly need to foil is on this cart. Now, if I had drawers all around my craft room, I'd have to get up, walk across the room several times to grab all the items I need to foil. Then find a place on my desk. And that's kind of a hard thing as well. But having everything that I need on my cart for a certain times of craft means I don't have to go searching for something that I forgot while I'm in the middle of crafting. Everything I could possibly need is right here at my fingertips, and I don't have to find a space for the item on my desk that I think I might need, but then not end up using. You know what I mean? Let me show you my carts and what I have on them. So I'm sorry guys, I am walking, so it's a little bit, I don't know what to say, a little bit movable. And so here is my watercolor cart and my coloring cart. I have lots of different coloring supplies in here, like some paintbrushes, and I have my off-brand watercolor pencils and some regular colored pencils, some of my Nina cardstock, some paintbrushes, my Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils, my watercolor markers, and a swatch book, which I have to find that ring somewhere. Then here are my Copics. I don't have very many of them. I'll probably have to have another cart for my Copics later. Just don't tell my husband. Shh. And yeah, some paper that I use. Here's, some watercolors that I did. Let's see what we have on here. We have my core watercolors, my brushos, some spritzers, and my metallic watercolors. Down there I have Bristol and watercolor paper and that kind of stuff. And look, I just move it and put it where it's belonged. Now, since my craft room isn't quite done, I am just showing you it without all my craft room, but I'll do a detailed craft room tour in a little bit. My husband's almost done with it. So now here is my foil cart. I have my glimmer machine, some tools, my plates, my shims, my mat, and then there are my actual dies. Then down here I have my eraser extras and some foiling for my glimmer. And then at the very bottom I have my laminating foil, so that works with toner. So at the top it's heat and at the bottom it's toner. And then I can just push that out of the way when I no longer need it, or I want to put it back in its space, and then I go to my desk. Now this one I always leave right around my desk, and I use this instead of a drawer system because it has taller shelves. So say hi to Lily. She spilled some water over there. I'll have to clean up in a minute. But here are the dies that I use a lot of times that are kind of generic. My die cutting plates, and of course my acrylic blocks. I really struggle with what to do with my acrylic blocks, but they work pretty good in here. Here is some of my letter dies, and of course my rectangle dies. Then there's some stitch dies in here. And on my second shelf here is where I keep my old and new, retired and current, and different manufacturers embossing folders, and the paper that I use to organize them. And at the very bottom I have my Sizzix here and my little die cutting machine for those, so when my daughter says, "Mom, I need 3 letters or 4 letters or a word," I can just direct her to this. I had this put in a box, but we just used it recently, and I thought this was a perfect place at the very bottom. Say hi to Lily. She loves attention. Oh, dear, she is a good girl. I think I'm going to need an organization drawer, so every time I get something new I can label it and that kind of thing. I think I'm going to use an organizational, not drawer, but cart. Alright, so this is my mixed media cart, and I think I might have to split this one in two here. Here's some of my daubers and my art journal, and this page I haven't finished yet, but I did actually finish one art journal page. I can't wait to show you guys. Here's my Faber-Castell, whatever, big brush markers, some background stamps and some washi tape, my gesso and multimedia mat, some embossing paste, and over there's that tissue paper from Tim Holtz, and some what is that called? I don't know. We'll go back down. Here are my paints and my daubers and my sprays and my gel plate. And then down here are some extras. And I'm just going to take this one off here. This one has some washi tape, like I said, and some and my distressed crayons. And I can just take off these baskets, which are great. I got those at IKEA years and years and years ago. I'm going to have to go grab some more. But like here are my Delusion sprays and my Distress Oxide sprays. Here's some glazes. And down here are some stamps that I use for background stamps. And here are all of my stencils. And Lily just really wants to get into the mix, guys. She's just loving it. She thinks I'm talking to her. So, and then like I said, I can just bring this to my desk, and then I can just put it away, and it's always out, so I see it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should do that. That's fun. Alright guys, I think that's it. Do I have any more? Like I said, I think I need to do an organizational cart. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know. You have a very wonderful day, and I hope you consider organizing your craft room. Thanks so much.